Tonight's story is I trusted my doctor. She wasn't human. Let's begin.
The elevator had been broken for 3 days. Emma counted each flight as she climbed. 4th floor. Her thighs burned. 5th floor. Her backpack dug into her shoulders. The fluorescent lights overhead flickered in their pattern. 2 steady beats, 1 dying gasp. 2 steady, 1 dying. She'd stopped noticing it weeks ago. But tonight, the rhythm felt wrong, deliberate. Her phone buzzed. A text from Marcus appeared on the screen. Running late. Start without me? Emma's fingers were clumsy as she typed back. How late? His reply came quickly. Hour maybe, sorry. She pocketed the phone and kept climbing. 6th floor. The medical textbooks in her bag felt like they weighed 1,000 pounds. Finals in 2 weeks. 4 hours of sleep in 3 days. Her vision swam at the edges. 7th floor. The hallway stretched ahead. Identical beige doors marched down both sides. Hers was 7C 3rd from the left. She'd lived here 6 months and still sometimes walked to the wrong one in her exhaustion. The key stuck. It always stuck. Emma jiggled it, twisted, pulled back, pushed. Click! The door swung open into darkness. She froze. The lamp. She'd left the lamp on this morning. She was certain. The warm glow by the couch, her notes scattered on the coffee table bathed in yellow light. She'd checked twice before leaving because the dark made her uneasy. Emma flipped the switch. Nothing. She flipped it again. Again, nothing. Perfect, she muttered. The bulb must have burned out. There were spares under the bathroom sink. Somewhere. Emma pulled out her phone and turned on the flashlight. The beam cut through the darkness. Everything looked normal. Coffee table, scattered notes, faded couch cushions. The crooked bookshelf she could never get level. But the silence. Buildings were never silent. Footsteps above, televisions through walls, pipes groaning, water running. Someone's music, someone's argument, something. Now, nothing. Emma stood perfectly still, listening, her own breathing too loud, her heartbeat pounding in her ears. Nothing else. The building was holding its breath. Her phone buzzed and she nearly dropped it. Another text from Marcus. Actually might be 2 hours. Client emergency. Really sorry. Emma frowned. Client? Marcus was a med student. What client? She started typing a response. The flashlight beam caught something on the kitchen counter. A glass of water. Emma moved closer. Her footsteps echoed too loud in the silence. The glass sat in the exact center of the counter. Positioned with surgical precision, the water inside was perfectly still. Not a ripple. Not a vibration. Next to it, a small white card. Emma's hand shook as she picked it up. For the headache. The words were written in neat, careful handwriting. Her head did hurt. It had been hurting all day. That dull throb behind her eyes. The pressure building at her temples. She'd blamed it on caffeine and exhaustion and stress. But she hadn't told anyone. Hadn't even admitted it to herself until this moment. Cold crawled down her spine. Marcus? Her voice cracked in the silence. Is this some kind of joke? Nothing answered. She called him. It rang once, twice, 3 times. Voicemail. She tried again. Same thing. Emma backed toward the door. Her phone's light swept across the apartment. The bedroom door was closed. Her stomach dropped. She never closed the bedroom door. Never. It was a childhood habit. A small comfort against the dark. She always left it open. Always. She should leave, walk right out, go to a coffee shop, wait for Marcus. But her keys were in her pocket. Her wallet in the backpack by her feet. And the bedroom? The bedroom might just be closed because she forgot this morning. Because she was tired. Not thinking clearly. The glass sat on the counter, waiting. Emma's headache pulsed stronger. A spike of pain behind her left eye. She found herself reaching for the glass. The water was so cold it burned her fingers. She brought it to her lips, hesitated. The pain throbbed, sharp, insistent. She took a small sip. Relief flooded through her skull like ice water. The pain vanished. The pressure lifted. A cool clarity spread through her mind, washing away the fog of exhaustion. Emma blinked, surprised. She took another sip. Click! The bedroom door swung open. The glass slipped from Emma's fingers. It shattered on the kitchen floor. Water spread in a dark pool at her feet. She spun around. The bedroom was dark, empty, but the door was open now. A slice of blackness that seemed thicker than it should be. Heavier, like the dark had weight and texture. Hello? The word barely came out. Something moved in the darkness, not a shadow. This was movement within the black itself. A shifting her eyes couldn't track, couldn't focus on. Emma ran for the front door. Her hand closed on the knob, twisted. Locked. She'd locked it behind her, out of habit. And now her fingers fumbled with the deadbolt, too panicked, too clumsy. Behind her, footsteps. Slow, measured, deliberate. The deadbolt clicked open. She yanked the door. It didn't move. No, 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 no! She pulled harder, put her full weight into it. The door stayed shut, sealed, as if something held it from the outside. The footsteps stopped directly behind her. Every hair on Emma's body stood up. She turned, pressed her back against the door, pointed her phone's light forward. The beam caught a figure standing in the center of her living room. A woman, middle-aged, wearing a white coat, a doctor's coat. Her face was kind, professional, neutral. The exact expression Emma had seen on 1,000 attending physicians. You drank the water? Not a question, a statement of fact. The woman's voice was calm, clinical. Emma's mouth was dry despite the water. Who are you? How did you get in here? I'm Dr. Claire Morrison. The woman gestured vaguely. I live in 7E. I've been watching you, Emma. A pause. You're suffering. Emma's fingers trembled as she tried to unlock her phone. I'm calling the police. The headaches. Dr. Morrison took a step closer. Her white coat didn't move right, didn't fold like fabric should. The insomnia. The feeling that something's wrong, but you can't quite name it. Another step. I can help. I've helped so many others in this building. The phone slipped from Emma's hand, clattered to the floor. She tried to bend down to grab it. Her legs wouldn't cooperate. The cold clarity from the water was spreading, moving down her spine, into her limbs. Not relief anymore. Paralysis. What did you give me? Emma's words slurred. Just water. Dr. Morrison smiled. The smile was wrong. Too wide, too many teeth. Clean, pure water. The medicine is already inside you. Has been for weeks. She tilted her head. I just activated it. The apartment shifted around Emma, walls breathing in and out like lungs. She could see now. Really see. The things she'd been missing. Dark stains on the ceiling, forming patterns, symbols. The bookshelf wasn't crooked. It was positioned at a precise angle, pointing toward the bedroom. The couch cushions, arranged in a specific order. You've been in here before, Emma whispered. Many times. Dr. Morrison circled her, examining her like a specimen. You're a heavy sleeper, especially after the supplements I've been adding to your coffee creamer. Her smile widened. You never noticed the small punctures, did you? The injections? I'm very good at my work. Emma tried to remember. Had there been marks? Small bruises she'd blamed on clumsiness? Bumping into furniture in her exhausted stumbles through the apartment? Why, the word barely came out. Because you're perfect. Dr. Morrison's eyes gleamed. Excitement, hunger, both. The right age, the right health markers, the right genetic profile. She leaned closer. And so wonderfully isolated. No family in the city, friends too busy to visit. Marcus cancels more than he shows up, doesn't he? Emma's heart pounded. She couldn't feel her legs anymore. Couldn't feel her arms. The building needs you, Emma. Dr. Morrison's voice dropped to a whisper. It's hungry. It needs young people, strong people, people with potential. A pause. People no one will miss. The paralysis reached Emma's chest. Her breathing grew shallow. What are you going to do to me? Dr. Morrison's smile never wavered. I'm going to help you. The way I helped Mrs. Patterson in 3B and young David in 5A, the couple in 8C. She gestured toward the bedroom. They're all here. Part of the building now. Part of its foundation, its walls, its very structure. The bedroom door opened wider. Emma could see inside now. The walls weren't walls. They were dark, shifting, impressed against them, shapes. Human shapes. Bodies merged with the structure, faces barely visible, mouths open in silent screams. No! Emma tried to move, to fight. Nothing responded. Dr. Morrison's hands were on her shoulders now, cold, too cold, like touching ice wrapped in skin. The building will take care of you. Feed on your suffering, your potential, your fear. She started dragging Emma toward the bedroom. It won't hurt. Well? A soft laugh. It will hurt. Quite a lot, actually. But then you'll be a part of something greater, something eternal. Emma's vision blurred. The paralysis was complete. She couldn't even scream. The bedroom grew closer. The darkness inside shifted, reached out. Hungry. Bang, bang, bang. Fists pounding on the front door. Emma! Marcus's voice, muffled but clear. Emma, open up, I'm here. Dr. Morrison froze. That's impossible. He's supposed to be delayed. I sent the messages. Emma! More pounding. I know you're home. Your location shows you're here. Are you okay? The paralysis wavered. Emma felt a flicker of control return. Her fingers twitched. Her arm moved. She pushed, threw herself backward, away from the reaching hands, away from the dissolving darkness. She hit the floor hard. Her shoulder slammed against the hard wood. Pain shot through her. Bright, real proof she was still solid, still here. Emma! Marcus's voice was panicked now. Something heavy hit the door. He was trying to break it down. Dr. Morrison's professional mask cracked. Her face twisted into something ancient, hungry, all pretense of humanity falling away like a shedskin. You can't leave. Her voice wasn't calm anymore. It was desperate, raw. The treatment isn't complete. You'll suffer forever. Emma crawled toward the door, her limbs sluggish but responding. Her fingers found the deadbolt, turned it, grabbed the knob. The door exploded inward. Marcus burst through, taking in the scene. Emma on the floor, Dr. Morrison standing over her, the open bedroom with its impossible darkness. What the hell? Dr. Morrison moved faster than possible. She was on him in an instant, one hand pressed against his chest. You're not supposed to be here. You're ruining everything. But Marcus was solid, real, untouched by her medicine. He shoved her back, hard. She stumbled, her white coat billowed, and for a moment, Emma saw through it. Saw the truth underneath. Dr. Morrison wasn't wearing the coat. She was the coat. A hollow thing wrapped in medical authority, sustained by the building's victims, by their suffering and dissolution. Run! Emma screamed. Marcus didn't hesitate. He grabbed her arm, hauled her up. They ran for the hallway. Behind them, Dr. Morrison shrieked. Not a human sound. Something that made the walls vibrate, made the lights flicker. They reached the stairwell. Emma slammed the door behind them. Through the small window, Dr. Morrison stood in the hallway, perfectly still now, watching them with eyes that reflected light that wasn't there. Keep going, Marcus gasped. They took the stairs two at a time, Emma's legs shaking but moving. The building groaned around them. Doors along each floor began to open. Pale figures emerged. The other victims, the other residents, all of them watching with empty eyes as Emma and Marcus fled. They hit the ground floor, burst out into the street. The night air was cold, clean, real. Emma collapsed on the sidewalk, gasping, her whole body trembling. Marcus knelt beside her. Jesus, Emma, what was that? Who was that woman? Not a woman. Emma managed between breaths. Something else. Something that's been living in the building. A pause. Feeding on people. She looked back at the apartment building. Every window was dark. But in the 7th floor window, her window, a pale figure stood, watching, waiting. Marcus pulled out his phone. I'm calling the police. They won't find anything. Emma's mind was clearing, the drug's effects fading with distance. She's part of it, part of the building itself. She looked at him. How did you know to come? You texted that you'd be late. Marcus frowned, checked his messages. I did? No, I texted that I was on my way 20 minutes ago, said I'd pick up food. Emma's blood ran cold. The texts she'd received, the one saying he'd be late. Those had been from Dr. Morrison. Manipulating her, isolating her. I need to see my phone. Emma's voice was hollow. She took it. Here. Marcus unlocked his phone, handed it over. Emma pulled up her message history. The texts from Marcus's number were gone, all of them, as if they'd never existed. But there were new messages. Dozens. All time-stamped from the last few hours. From numbers she didn't recognize. The treatment is working. Subject showing optimal response, ready for integration. And one more, from a contact labeled simply building. She's ready. Begin transfer. Emma's hand shook as she showed Marcus. His face went pale. We need to leave. His voice was tight. Right now, not just the building, the whole area. My stuff. Forget it, all of it. We leave now. Marcus was already pulling her to her feet, leading her down the street. We'll go to my place, pack what I need, then get out of the city, tonight. Emma looked back one more time. The building stood quiet in the darkness, its windows like empty eyes. And in each one, if she looked carefully, she could see them. The residents, the victims, all those people Dr. Morrison had helped. Pressed against the glass, watching her escape. Mrs. Patterson from 3B, young David from 5A, the couple from 8C, still holding hands even in their dissolution. And in her window, Dr. Morrison, still wearing her white coat, still smiling that too-wide smile. Emma turned away. Let Marcus lead her into the night. Behind them, the building groaned, settled, digesting its failures, preparing for the next tenant. There would always be another tenant, another exhausted student, another isolated worker, another person too tired to notice the signs. The elevator was still broken. It would stay broken because the stairs were where Dr. Morrison caught you alone. The stairs were where she counted your steps and measured your breathing and decided if you were perfect. Emma's legs ached as they walked, but she didn't stop, couldn't stop. The cold clarity the water had given her was gone, replaced by the normal fog of exhaustion and fear. Her head started to hurt again. That dull throb behind her eyes. She didn't mention it to Marcus. 3 blocks away, Emma finally stopped. She leaned against a convenience store window, the fluorescent lights inside absurdly normal and bright. Marcus stood beside her, keeping watch on the street behind them. "Do you think she'll follow?" Emma's voice was quiet. "I don't know, maybe." Marcus ran a hand through his hair. "That building, how long have you lived there?" 6 months. "And you never noticed anything wrong?" Emma thought about it. The elevator always broken, the 2 quiet hallways, the way her neighbors never seemed to be around, never made noise, the building manager who never came when called, the small bruises she'd attributed to clumsiness. "I noticed." Her voice was barely a whisper. "I just didn't want to see." Her phone was still in Dr. Morrison's possession, all her contacts, her photos, her entire digital life. But standing here, breathing the cold night air, Emma felt lighter without it. Untethered. Free. "My place is another mile," Marcus said. "Can you make it?" Emma nodded. "Yeah, I can make it." They started walking again, leaving the building behind. But Emma knew the truth that would haunt her for years to come. Somewhere in that structure, in the walls and foundation, pieces of her remained. The parts Dr. Morrison had already taken during those late-night visits. The fragments of herself she'd lost to the medicine, to the water, to the building's hungry darkness. She was lucky to escape with most of herself intact. Most, but not all. And somewhere behind them, in a 7th-floor apartment that would soon have a new tenant, Dr. Morrison stood in the darkness and smiled. Patient. Eternal. Waiting for the next person who needed help. The next person who was perfect.